I'm Rob from Shortwave Cinema in Bermondsey. I believe we're London's smallest independent cinema, and I'm delighted to be a judge on the Van d'Or this year. I got involved in the kind of independent film world, for want of a better way of putting it, in 1998, 1999, when I set up a small event called Shortwave, where we have short films and DJs and visuals, and kind of eventually it turned into a bit of a monster with bands and all kinds of other stuff going on. But initially the very basic idea was just to have a platform, create a space for people to show their films, get feedback on a very basic grassroots level. And I think one of the beautiful things of it was I had no experience of the film industry at all prior to that. I didn't go to study film, I didn't go to film school, I didn't go to university to study anything. So I kind of had a bit of naivety about what I was doing, that you just do it, just get on with it and then see what happens. And then that kind of went well, and I picked up a lot of momentum, and then it kind of changed into doing visuals for club nights and festivals, and the kind of festival got bigger and bigger, and then ended up with my own kind of cinema, which the whole process took the best part of a decade, more or less. Shortwave, the cinema, opened up in April 2009, and the idea was to create a little small cinema with a cafe bar, and that kind of has been accomplished. There's always been a regular programme of festivals, so we have London Independent Film Festival here, London Short Film Festival, London Latin American Festival, kind of all little kind of boutique festivals which are interesting, and that's what I enjoy doing. 75%, 60% of the time we're showing kind of art house and indie films as a programme. So the idea is to try and create the opposite of the factory multiplex kind of scene. Recently we've upgraded the cinema to DCP, which means I can still have the same programme, but it just be earlier in the run, which hopefully will make it more sustainable. Because I guess I come from the point of view of creating a space for emerging filmmakers to show their work, and I'm hoping that that's kind of what I've done here. But obviously you can't just show short films all the time, because that isn't going to work. So you just have to balance it out, you know. So hopefully, yeah, it's open. It's been open 3.5 years in the worst economic crisis since the 1930s, so it can't be all bad, you know. I think independent film is always important. It's always important to create a space for independent filmmakers. It's always important to support them. I think one of the issues at the moment is that there's some confusion within the industry between what's really independent and what's kind of in-house independent, if that makes sense. But I think from my perspective, and for other people who are involved in similar kind of schemes and similar venues and events, I think the most important thing is you create a space for people, and that's where the interesting ideas come from. If you don't create that space and you don't give emerging filmmakers a chance to show their work and get feedback from the audience, you're never going to get them ideas coming through, because otherwise you just end up having the same faces making the same old rubbish, more or less. I think festivals and even kind of mini events and mini festivals play a vital role in getting recognition for independent filmmakers. From when I was doing my own short film events, if somebody won an award on a very basic festival, it still gave them a lot of confidence in their own abilities. It gave them the confidence to develop maybe them ideas into something else. So I think that kind of grassroots events, festivals, awards, that is where you start, because you can't go from winning nothing to winning an Oscar in 10 years. You know, you need to break, you need to get a recognition somewhere, because ultimately people want a piece of paper to say you've won that or you've done that. It gives you credibility, you know.